Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
I spent the last few... What's up, guys?
This
My name
guy's...
is Ryan.
Oh my god. Right as I... This guy's photography, videos, picture quality, greatest I've ever seen. Medieval towns. Yes, please. No. Did you guys know that you can right-click the bar and do reopen close tab, and you can do Control T and it opens a new tab? Learning. And did you know if you do the left and right crocodile, what are they called? Or the comma and period button, you can go with frames ahead or frames back. Just a few little things. Okay, let's go. Hi guys. Love y'all. Let's go, please. Oh wait, I'm not doing this. What am I doing?
Shirley, and I spent the last few years exploring Europe, and I want to show you my favorite cities. So here's my European cities top 10. Europe is home to some of the world's most interesting cities, from the ancient history of Athens to the billionaires' playground of Monte Carlo. Europe's cities offer so much variety. To the billionaires' playground of Monte Carlo.
Is that in Monaco or is that somewhere else?
Europe's cities offer so much variety and diversity. Let's start this video off at the beautiful city of Lucerne, located in the heart of Switzerland.
I think I've been here.
Lucerne is a picturesque lake city surrounded by the Swiss Alps. It's just a short 40-minute drive from Zurich. One of my favorite parts of Lucerne is all of its medieval buildings and architecture.
I'm not positive if that's the place I was.
Lucerne is home to Chapel Bridge, which is the world's oldest surviving truss bridge. It was built over 600
Yes, I have been. I've been on this bridge. I've walked across this bridge.
years ago in 1365. It almost burnt down in 1993, but it was reconstructed in 1955. It almost...
I think we sat at a restaurant.
burnt down in 1993, but it was reconstructed and it's now open to the public. Another impressive place in Lucerne.
Wait, but I don't remember seeing this.
Museg Wall and Towers.
Nice grass.
The fortifications began in the 13th century, and it's made up of 9 stone towers that were used as a defense wall during medieval times. Aside from all the history, 9 wall and towers.
What year?
The fortifications began in the 13th century, and it's made up of 9 stone towers that were used as a defense wall during medieval times.
What did Switzerland have to worry about in the 1200s? I was gonna say maybe 30 or maybe
Aside from all the history, Lucerne is just a beautiful city to walk around and explore the lake and all the surrounding scenery. I mean, it's hard to beat the beauty of this Swiss city. Alright, after Lucerne, we're going to head over to Portugal to visit the
That's so cool that I've been there.
vibrant city of Lisbon.
I'm 99.9999%.
Being one of the oldest cities in the world, Lisbon is Europe's second oldest capital city after Athens. I mean, there's just so much culture and history in this city. You can check out the Sanctuary of Christ the King monument. It reminds me of a mixture of Rio de Janeiro and San Francisco's bridge.
Oh my god!
Monument reminds
Right? It looks like Golden Gate Bridge and Christ Redeemer.
me of a mixture of Rio de Janeiro and San Francisco's bridge. The Commerce Square is another beautiful spot to explore. One of the coolest parks in Lisbon is the Parque Eduardo VII. It's full of beautifully designed hedges and just a great place to enjoy the afternoon or evening. The Belém Tower is also an important monument that served as a point of embarkation for Portuguese explorers. Lisbon is also close to some stunning beaches such as Ursa Beach. I haven't been to Lisbon yet, but certainly one of the first new European cities I want to explore. Alright, so after Lisbon, we're gonna head over to Italy to visit the famous town of Positano. Located on the Amalfi Coast, Positano is a seaside village that's about a 3
Oh my god.
village that's about a 3.5-hour drive from Rome. Now, back in the 1st century, luxury Roman villas were built on the coast here. It was believed to be the home of mythical sirens that would seduce sailors to crash upon the rocky shores. Positano was a somewhat poor fishing village during the first half of the 20th century, but tourism began to gain traction in the 1950s, especially after John Steinbeck wrote about Positano in his essay where he said it is a dream place that isn't quite real when you are there and becomes beckoningly real after you are gone. When you see this place in real life, I think you'll feel the same as Steinbeck. I mean, it's just hard to beat the beauty of this place. The backdrop of the mountains filled with colorful villas against the Mediterranean Sea filled with boats.
Look at all of, like, the little secret beaches. Look right there.
And yachts. It's just jaw-dropping. Positano is quite a touristy destination, so be aware you maybe get some crowds, especially during the summer, but the beauty is worth that price if you ask me. I mean, it's just such a stunning location. Alright, after Italy, we're going to visit possibly the most iconic city in the world, London. I've traveled more to London than any other international destination. I love the city so much and I just keep coming back for more. Everything from double-decker
Oh my god, it's the 5th of November, guys. Remember. Stay safe.
To the energy of Piccadilly Circus makes the city feel so alive. There's just so many places to see. You can check out the iconic Big Ben and walk across the bridge to see the Palace of Westminster. There's the Tower Bridge, which is possibly the most famous bridge in all London. You can go see the Stoic Guards at Buckingham Palace or take a ride on the London Eye. If you haven't already been to London, I highly recommend.
The line was so freaking long. There's no shot.
Buckingham Palace or take a ride on the London Eye.
That is an ADHD worst nightmare.
If you haven't already been to London, I highly recommend visiting when you can. It's hard to beat London's atmosphere. There's no city like it in the world. While we're still in the UK, we're gonna head over to Edinburgh. If you want to go back in time, Edinburgh is a must. It's where J.K. Rowling wrote her Harry Potter novels. When I started traveling, this was one of the first cities I visited. It's a medieval Harry Potter novels.
This dude has the greatest travel videos ever, and the pictures are so good. I can't say it enough. Good job. Oh my god. And he should have millions of subscribers.
Started traveling, this was one of the first cities I visited. It's a medieval town with intricate neoclassical buildings, cobblestone streets, and beautiful gardens.
I can do that.
The iconic Edinburgh Castle overlooks the city and its home.
I can do that. I can do it better in more space.
To Scotland's crown jewels. One of my favorite places in Edinburgh is Calton Hill. It just offers a beautiful view of the entire city. Another cool spot in Edinburgh is Arthur's Seat. It's located in Holyrood Park and it's a short walk from Edinburgh Centre. Arthur's Seat is an extinct volcano with an elevation of 823 feet. When I was there, I wanted to get
Look at that grass.
Volcano with an elevation of 823 feet. When I was there, I wanted to get as high as I could so I could see all of Edinburgh. I made that hike up and reached the top. I just had a good time hiking around Holyrood Park and enjoying the views of one of Europe's most beautiful cities. After Edinburgh, we're gonna head down to Croatia to visit the medieval town of Dubrovnik. Now, located in southern Croatia, Dubrovnik is one of the most popular medieval cities in Europe. The history of Dubrovnik dates back to the 7th century when it was founded by refugees. During the 14th century to 1808, Dubrovnik was ruled as a free state. One of the most notable features of Dubrovnik are the walls that surround the old city. They are almost 2 kilometers in length and they are anywhere from 4 to 6 meters thick. They were used to protect the city throughout history. The unique look of the city has made it a popular filming location. Dubrovnik was featured in Game of Thrones as it was used to depict the city of King's Landing. After Croatia, we're gonna head up north to visit Czech Republic to visit the capital city of Prague. Due to its location and rich history, Prague is known as the political, cultural, and economic center of Europe. Prague was the capital of the Kingdom of Bohemia and was the main residence of many Roman emperors such as Charles IV. One of my favorite attractions is the Charles Bridge. Its construction began in 1357 and it wasn't finished until the beginning of the 15th century. The bridge is decorated with an alley of over 30 statues. I mean, it's just so scenic and such a great feature in Prague. The Old Town Square is also a great place to explore, and the Prague Castle is another beautiful sight to see. It's considered to be the largest ancient castle in the world, and it was built more than 1,000 years ago in
It's got to be so much history in Czech
the
Republic.
9th century. I mean, that's a freaking long time. Prague has such a historic vibe,
9th century.
and I hope all can visit. After Prague, we're gonna head over to Spain to visit the famous city of Barcelona. Now, when you think of Spain, this is what you probably imagine. Barcelona is home to incredible architecture, Mediterranean beaches, and an energetic vibe all around. When I was in Barcelona, I wanted to get a good vantage point of the whole city, so I hiked up this place called Mirador de les Batteries. It's a wild spot that offers a 360 panoramic view of the city. The most iconic attraction in Barcelona is La Sagrada Familia. It's this Roman Catholic minor basilica that began construction over 138 years ago, and it still isn't finished. It's anticipated that construction will be finished in 2026, but who knows? All I know is one of the most unique buildings in the world, and I still can't get my head around that it's been construction since 1882. Alright, after Spain,
Almost
we're
looks
gonna
like
head
a
over to Greece to
sand
visit the city of Athens. It's the capital and largest city in Greece, and it's one of the world's oldest cities. Athens is such a wild place with so much history. One of my favorite places in Athens is the Acropolis. If you want to get into Parthenon, it costs about 20 euros, so it's a little expensive, but it's totally worth it, especially if you're there. When I went to the Acropolis, I was able to get some of my favorite time lapses over the city. They're just an endless sea of white buildings with mountains in the background. If you do go to Greece, I recommend exploring Athens for at least a day or two. It's just such a unique place. Alright, so for our last location, we're going to visit the tiny country of Monaco to see the city of Monte Carlo. Now, Monaco is the second smallest country after the Vatican. The whole country is only 499 acres. Monaco has been known as a billionaire's playground, and over 1/3 of Monaco citizens are millionaires. One reason why
Jeez.
Monaco draws the rich is because it's a tax haven. There are no income taxes, and other tax rates are extremely low. One of the most famous places in Monaco is the Monte Carlo Casino. It was opened in 1863 and has been featured in the James Bond films. Another annual tourist attraction in Monaco is the Grand Prix. I'd love to see some race cars ripping through the city there. If you can handle the riches of Monte Carlo and Monaco, it's definitely a place to add to your European. You can handle
I love that the boat just swooped in, fired off its fireworks, and left.
the riches of Monte Carlo and Monaco, it's definitely a place to add to your European city bucket list. Well, that is it for my top 10. Europe is such a unique region in the world. There's just so many beautiful. Well, that is it for my
A
top
double
10.
rotary, almost a triple.
Such a unique region in the world. There's just so many beautiful cities in Europe. I literally could have did a top 100 list, so it's really hard to narrow it down to 10. Let me know in the comments below where your favorite European city is. If you guys want a free lot or some free stock footage,
My favorite is probably Innsbruck. Innsbruck, Austria, was beautiful. So was Brussels. That was really cool. But Brussels, I really just we spent the night. I didn't spend enough time there to like base my rankings, like why I like them on, nightlife and everything. Just on like my feeling and the view and my short experience. Those are my favorites. Innsbruck was so awesome, and Innsbruck because like the road from Bavaria, like Munich area, Bavaria to Innsbruck is so beautiful, and Innsbruck to what was it? Lucerne, and then Lucerne to France, and then back to England. Really cool. Ooh, top 10 Scandinavia. That's cool.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan Shirley, and I've spent the
Okay, awesome video. Such a good channel. Man, photos are phenomenal. Hope you're all doing well. I'd love to see your comments, places you've been, maybe on this list, or just places you like in Europe, or anywhere in the world. I don't know. Hope you're all doing well. If not, chin up. You'll be good soon. Don't worry. Trust me. See you guys. Bye.